One of the most well-known figures in basketball history, Larry Bird, is speaking out, rather than a player or coach. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham, a footballer, was just fined, and there is no sign of justice. The WNBA does not want you to hear this tale. Let's go back. Sophie Cunningham, the fiery star of the Phoenix Mercury, has always been a warrior. The kind of athlete that plays with courage, passion, and determination. However, Sophie's name hasn't been popular lately despite her game-winning strokes. Rather, she was penalized for a sentence that many people believe is utterly unjust. Thus far, there has been no genuine explanation, no responsibility from the league, and worst of all, no one has come out to defend her. Larry Bird doesn't like to create a scene only to get attention. This man's ethic, and regard for the game served as the foundation for his career. He observed more than one athlete being abused, however, after learning what had happened to Sophie. He saw a league that claims to be fair but falls short in doing so. And Bird didn't mince words in a rare, blunt speech. Quote, "There is a huge problem if this is how the league handles its players. Sophie is worthy of better. Every player is worthy of better." Given that Larry Bird is a member of Indiana basketball aristocracy, is significant. In WNBA circles, where the rebirth of Indiana Fever has garnered national notice, his voice is particularly powerful. Fans, the media, and yes, even league executives are compelled to pay attention when Larry Bird talks. And he's placing Kathy Angel Bird up in center right now. Will she react, or will she just hope this storm blows over? According to those close to Sophie, she is distraught because she believes the league isn't protecting her, not because she lost money due to the penalties. She claims that she plays with passion rather than malice. However, she received a penalty rather than assistance. Using hashtags like #JusticeForSophie and #WNBAFairness, fans have deluged social media with calls for the league to be more transparent. Those voices are now more audible than before. Larry Bird did more than simply stand up for Sophie. He criticized the WNBA's whole disciplinary procedure, raising concerns about how choices are made and why some players seem to be treated more harshly than others. It becomes much more explosive at this point. Bird made a suggestion that the league would permanently lose the support of its supporters if the leadership doesn't address these issues. I mean, that's really crazy. In addition, Kathy Angelbert now has a decision to make after being penalized. Does she back down and disregard the criticism, or does she take a stand, face up to her errors, and demonstrate that the league prioritizes justice above politics? This isn't only about Sophie Cunningham anymore, don't get me wrong. It concerns the WNBA's own legitimacy, and she may not be able to remain quiet when a legend like Larry Bird calls her out. Here we are, then. One NBA great is unwilling to let the league ignore the issue, one player is fighting for justice, and one commissioner is now being watched closely by the basketball community. Kathy Engelberg has the ball in her court, but will she play?